Hello, this is Chun Bernard. Recently, I asked my sister in law what she thinks of the homilies or sermons in church, and she replied that some just do not connect with the realities of life. I wonder if this remark is part of the failure of the church to deliver a useful message to the people to draw them to worship on Sundays, some of whom are my nephews and nieces. I noticed that many youths and adults today spend time sleeping in on Sundays rather than coming for Sunday worship. I understand that school and college, also work occupation, demand a lot of energy, and Sundays may be the only day of rest to recharge, store up energy, get back to the grind, to grow knowledge and make money for a living. But what about when we rather go shopping, explore the internet, pursue sports or outdoor activities, and spend time feasting with families and friends? Isn't it telling? The activities we spend our time on say a lot about where we place our values. This subject is probably something many do not want to hear. Remember the days when we were children, when someone says something we do not want to hear, we put our fingers to our ears and press on and off while saying something out loud like until the message is drowned out and the other person stop communicating. But on a more serious note, am I looking for an answer? Those who do not show up for Sunday worship are probably those whose idea of God is very insignificant. They minimize God. And I wonder, is it because they do not understand why they may not receive an answer to their prayers, to some struggles or unhappiness? And perhaps some others may have their lives that is going smoothly, and they believe that since God is good, whatever will be. So they take God for granted and just push him to the side. And in another category, probably those who do not believe in God, they probably think this kind of talk is foolishness. Anyway, for those who believe there is a God who created this magnificent universe and this earth, the only planet which we know that supports life forms, we are thankful for the gift of consciousness, for us to enjoy free will and to do whatever we choose to do. We have freedom, a free will, and most of us choose to live with an appreciation for life and strive to live with creativity and energy to express the personality which God has given us. And we show our gratefulness to God in worship. For anyone who does not worship God, I wonder if it is because they fail to understand or appreciate the one true God. There is a complacence which keeps them from worshiping God. They fail to recognize that the craving which they channel to the things of the world can never be fully satisfied. And this hunger can only be satiated in a relationship with the Creator. And I say this because we are made from a part of the Creator, and He is the only one who can give us the fullness of life which we seek. We may not be fully aware or conscious of this desire to have a fullness, but deep down, this is what we need and this is what we want. More and more people are distance from God because they have lost this connection with the Creator. And it is compounded over time when we fail to pass our faith down to our children. And over time, the generation after us, they feed on the secular values which are fleeting because they don't know any better, because nobody is out there to guide them. And this is why the world has strayed further and further from God, the one who created us. So I encourage believers to worship God. We need to worship God. And there is a reason He has asked for us to make holy the Sabbath. This is a commandment, and this commandment is for our benefit. It is not for God's benefit. And we must realize that when we worship God, we enjoy a communion with Him, which then sustains us and invigorates our lives. And when we worship, our faith is seen in action, and this is passed on to those around us. And through our examples, our children also will continue to worship, because they would then come to realize the importance of worship. God bless.